none of us have any privacy. It's over and done with that. That's just the truth of it. They watch us from satellite through the artificial intelligence. Then they've got, it's just blanketed with satellites everywhere, and they bounce each other off. And that's what I've had a problem with on my cell phone and computers. A hacker had gotten into my computer and all my computers. I had 3. I bought a new one. He hacked into that. I never got to use it after that. He put a bug in it, and I'm not using it. So I wasted those hundreds of dollars. And this is my 3rd cell phone. I've changed the cell phone 4 or 5 times. I've had my name, I did introduce myself, Jeannie O'Neill, God's chosen one. It's just insane how they want to know every little detail about everybody so they can duplicate you with an artificial intelligence type like a co-pilot or a helpful type thing. Now, I like the artificial intelligence, online on Google and Microsoft, because they do help you answer questions when you're trying to find them. They're very helpful. But when they get into your personal life, when the government and the agencies and all get into our personal lives because we believe in God and Jesus Christ and don't believe in Satan, and we don't believe in the powers that be, their authority to continue to brainwash us from the satellites down here. It's not paranoia. I feel it when they're doing it, and it has happened several times. They've gotten this artificial intelligence and this surveillance stuff so down pat that they can actually, seriously, determine your, and some of this stuff I never knew about. I never learned it. I didn't practice it. I don't now. But I know that it's real. We humans give off a frequency and a resonance, energy, and when we're closer to God and Jesus spiritually, that heightens or raises up our frequency and resonance. And mine's really, really super high because I'm just going to tell you the truth. When I died and went to heaven, God himself breathed his own air back into me that did something to me that is not like I'm not a normal, regular human being like I used to be before I got hurt real bad and died, okay? And there weren't some of these experts. They've had tons and tons and tons of experts watching me, studying me, and this isn't the first time they've done it. They've been doing it. I'm 63 years old now. They've been doing this since I was born. They said I had some sort of a light or a glow about me when I was born, and they kept trying to tell me I was switched at birth, which could have happened. Me and my middle brother have always wondered if we were switched at birth, because we are extremely loving, very giving, generous, but people don't, instead of people appreciating us and treating us, decent, they take advantage and then they just come back for more and more and more until we get frustrated because we realize we've been used. So, But the other family seemed to be on a whole lot like my daddy's side. It was cold and, well, not, my two sisters didn't start out being. And my middle sister, she's not now. She's sweet as she can be. My older sister, she's limited with what she has to do with me because of my spiritual growth. And she just doesn't understand it. And nobody understands it. It took me a while to understand it, and God had, and it was my relationship with God that had to help me decipher, to understand it, what He was telling me, because I had never learned it in a church. I never read it in the Bible. But the thing of it is, we don't have the complete Bible. And I didn't even know that. I heard it, but I never paid any attention to it. I didn't really put any stock in it until the government started surveillancing me because of the frequency and the resonance. And I can't really explain all that stuff because I don't have time to, because I have to get to my message. But it makes a difference, because now I've gone globally, and now they're doing all sorts of things, and they've tried everything they can to kill me. And God has, the living God, I'm serious, He has, and they know this, they know this, they know this. The living God has a protective barrier over me, because He wants me to reach God's people on the earth. He wants me to reach humanity as a whole. And I'm going to do what God tells me to do. And mankind, the government and all that, they get aggravated with me because sometimes, and I don't know that I'm saying something that's classified. I don't even know. God tells me, and I'm telling you. So you all will know to be careful and don't trust just everything anymore. And I'm having to learn that myself. And it's been hard for me to learn it, because I'm like, well, love conquers evil, and this, saying all these things. Well, it does, but good God, there's such a thing as common sense and using wisdom in things. And I didn't have that wisdom back then. But now I do, and discernment, my discernment's off the charts. They've been saying that I go in these rooms and change the whole environment in the room. They call rooms these channels, like on YouTube channels, they call them, each one of those classifications, they call them rooms. And I kept saying, what room? What room? I thought it was a physical room I had to go to. What's this thing about no... when they had chats back when AOL first started, they had little chat rooms that you could go to. That was the easiest way to understand things. They made it complicated now. They just say it and you don't know what the hell they're talking about. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. I repent. I'm sorry, seriously. But anyway, what I was going to talk about today is how we've gotten so disconnected from one another because of the technology, because of computers, because of cell phones. We're all the time on these devices, and we've completely gotten to where nobody has, not very many people have empathy, compassion, mercy, or anything. They're just judgmental, just left and right, left and right, left and right. And they are finding out, you judge somebody when somebody is going through a horrible time, it's going to boomerang right back on you, because you're judging and you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what that person's going through. And I've had so many curses and stuff like that. I don't even know they're going on. I don't even know they're doing it. I really don't. At first I did, but, and the warfare that's going on, I stay in the spirit praying all the time. I intercede for everybody that's all over the world, all the souls in the world, good or bad, because there's always a chance the bad ones can turn, and I hope that they do, because, see, the reason I came back the reason God wanted me to come back this last time, the third time I died. I didn't want to come back anymore. I was wanted to stay. I was tired of dying and going to heaven. Not going to heaven, but I was tired of having to come back here because there's so much vast difference down here. It's just yucky down here to me. But it doesn't have to be. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be. It's your mindset. And once you can get over that barrier, and it is a huge barrier. It sure is. It sure is a huge barrier to get through. But once you do, then you can see a whole different perspective on life, and you don't see all the negative that's going on, and you can stay positive and enjoy your life and be happy, and let the people that are evil destroy one another. You're not connected to them. But my goal was, and I'm still going to do it when God blesses me and gives me my inheritance. He's restoring my inheritance because my house and land was stolen, and I was helping little children, some little children, and the teens that were almost ready to go and be legal age, but not quite. But they needed that protection. They needed that home environment protection where they could go out and work and come back and have a safe place to live. And when their parents kicked them out to the street, they didn't have anywhere to go. When I was married back then, and it's been 15, 20 years ago, and I was married again. I remarried, but my husband died. So I'm single now, and I'm staying single until God brings me somebody that I can stay with for the rest of my life. Because I never expected to be divorced ever anyway. God didn't train me like that. But when somebody's adulterating on you, you don't want to get no diseases. I mean, if they adulterate the first time, they'll do it again and again and again. Don't take their word for that. They won't do it again. That's a lie. And if somebody betrays you, trust me, they will do it again. It happened to me. It will happen to you too. Don't trust them. That's the whole point of building a bond or a close relationship with somebody. It takes time to develop a solid relationship. And you've got to know that that person is, and you don't tell them stuff that you don't want repeated for a long time until you know you can trust them. If you didn't hear something they've said repeated that you've said, then maybe they can be told a little more about yourself. But people thought I was had gone nuts. They think I'm insane. They think I've had some kind of emotional snap. I mean, like crazy or something like that. That's just bullshit. That is just bullcrap. Anyway, I had to write this down because I didn't want to lose track of time. Well, I've already lost track of time. Maybe I better give you this one and give you this, send this and see if it works, and then do my real video for you, okay? God bless you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.